Hello and welcome to Edinburgh Watch Company. My name is Jonathan, and on today's video we're going to be talking about and showing you something very beautiful from Rolex. We have here the Daytona Cosmograph, the 116-500LN. Now you can find out more about this watch by visiting our website at edinburghwatchcompany.co.uk. There you'll find some photographs, technical specification and pricing. But of course, if there's anything you'd like to know more about the watch, then please just get in touch with me directly. Now, this watch is probably one of the hardest watches to get in the world, up there with some of the Patek Philippe's and the Blue Sky Dwellers. No wonder, it's an absolutely beautiful watch. This particular example we have is a 2018 one. They come in either with the black dial or the white dial. As you can see, this one is the black dial. And like all of the watches here at Edinburgh Watch Company, it has all its original box and warranty card, instructions, hang tags, just everything how you'd like it to be. Now, the Daytona Cosmograph, this watch needs no introduction. A watch made famous by motorsport, of course, with Daytona, with Paul Newman, but it has been just that watch that everybody wants for many, many, many years. Now, the big change happened around about 2016 when the Daytona, stainless steel Daytona that was on a stainless steel bracelet with a stainless steel case, and the bezel, of course, was stainless steel. The big change came when Rolex introduced the ceramic bezel to the Daytona, and that gave the watch a whole new look. The white one, affectionately known as a panda dial with the black rings on it, a lovely looking watch. So is this black one though. It's a very, very hard watch to decide which one to go for. The essence of the watch, it's still an automatic, very, very accurate to within 2 seconds a day. Still a watch you can wear for all occasions, go down to 100 meters with it, so very much you can take it for swimming. It features the Easy Link bracelet on it. It's just a really, really good all-round watch to wear. Now, prices, they've been very, very high. They're starting to settle a little bit now, but there's still not a lot of them around, and it's something that I think if that's the watch you want, then it's definitely one to go for, whether it's a black dial or a white one. I think it's one that you'll cherish and you'll have for life. Let's go and have a slightly closer look at the watch just now. Now, to those of you who've perhaps been following the YouTube channel for a while, you'll notice that I used to have a black one and a white one of these, so it is a watch I'm very familiar with, and I guess, to be honest, it's a one I'm very biased to as well, because I think it really is probably, if you just had one watch, it might be that one watch you just want to have in your collection, because it will just last you an absolute lifetime. One of the, I guess, the Achilles heels of the earlier model, as in the 116-520, is that the bezel here was in stainless steel, and the tachymeter was engraved on it, which meant that if unfortunately you had a little knock with a watch or you just caught it on something, you could scratch it, and it's not the sort of thing you could polish off because you'd end up taking the engraving away from the tachymeter. It's always something you could replace, so it's not the end of the world, but as Rolex have done with the GMT Master and the Submariner, as an example, the ceramic bezels are a really, really clever idea that just make it a little bit more resistant to, scratches and dents, etc. So that, first of all, was the biggest new change to the watch. It still features here the sapphire crystal, so again a scratch resistant glass there, and the classic black dial. So the black dial, and you can see here the rings are silver for the sub functions there. What I think is particularly nice about the watch is that how wearable it is. Just showing you that perspective there, and we'll do some close-up shots of the watch for you. Just look how thin it is. Bearing in mind it's an automatic with a chronograph function as well, to have that in a movement so thin is particularly appealing, and I'll show you on the wrist later on just how nice it is to wear. The combination of look and feel on this watch comes from a satinized and a polished stainless steel look. So here on the side of the case there, this is polished stainless steel. Now, the stainless steel that Rolex use is 904L grade stainless steel, and this is all done in-house at Rolex, so something they've totally got control over all the quality. On this side here, you can see that Rolex crown there. This actually screws into the watch to ensure it does give you that waterproofness down to 100 meters. And so do these pushers as well, because these actually unscrew when you want to use the chronograph function. Aside from that, you've obviously got the Rolex writing there, the famous Daytona in red there. Apart from that, it's all very, very plain and easy to read. Now, as with the majority of the sports watches until Rolex more recently introduced the Jubilee bracelet onto the Pepsi and the new, what they call the Batgirl affectionately, generally the Rolexes are fitted to the Oyster bracelet there. So it's a really strong bracelet, very, very comfortable to wear, easy to adjust. And this one here has the satinized part on the outside of the bracelet, and they have what we call the polished center links running through the middle. It then comes down and joins the Rolex clasp there. So the latest version of this clasp here, again, very strong, solid steel. You can see here you have the Rolex crown. To ensure that this doesn't come off your wrist accidentally, there's an extra safety clip which we pull first before this opens up here. And this is all in solid stainless steel, as where the earlier Rolexes used to be in pressed steel. It still has the Rolex green sticker on the case back there. And this also features what we call the Easy Link function as well. This is a really, really clever feature that Rolex brought out around about 2007, I think, when the GMT Master came out. And in essence, what it allows you to do is to very, very simply and very, very easily give you a little bit more space on the bracelet when it's a little bit too tight. So on that hot, muggy day, when you feel it's a bit tight, all you do is you pull that, comes away from the bracelet, gives you a little bit more comfort on the wrist, and when it's a bit cooler again, it just very easily clips back in again. Now I said I'd just show you what it looks like on the wrist. My wrist size is about 8 inches, so it's quite a big wrist, but this fits me with all the links in it, and it's a 40mm case size, so perfect for me. Just gives you a perspective there. Again, that's wearing a sort of 40mm watch, but just look how thin it is. It really is beautiful, and it just fits underneath most shirt cuffs as well, but gorgeous. Very, very, I remember when I first saw this watch, it was back in 2016, I'd gone off to watch a race at Le Mans, and Rolex were actually there, and they had a pop-up shop there. And I remember distinctly because it was like Noah's Ark. There was just a queue of people waiting to go into the store, but nobody was looking at any watches. They were just queuing, and there was 2 chairs and 1 desk. And what it was the new ceramic Daytona, 1 black, 1 white. And I went in there thinking, I can't wait to see the white watch. When I saw the black one and when I came out, I could have tossed a coin. I think they're both beautiful. They've both got their own benefits by means of look and feel. It's very much down to you which one you'd like most. But overall, I think it's an absolute classic watch. And as I say, I think you'd get a lot of fun out of it if that's something you decided to go for. So there we are. That brings us to the end of today's video. Hopefully that gives you a little bit more insight into the Daytona. If you follow us on social media, we're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, we're on Google, we're all over the place, so you can see what we're up to there. But if you'd like to see all our latest videos, then all you have to do is just click there, subscribe to our channel, and we'll notify you what comes along. Meantime, thank you so much for taking the time. Please come back and see us soon. Bye-bye.